Hello everyone, and welcome back to Yakuza 3. This is episode 4. Last time, we kind of just messed around town. We were just getting to know the people, did some sub-stories, found that there's a cabaret club, because it never ends. The cabaret club runs a little bit different to what I've come to know, and I guess that's, that comes with this being our first non-Kiwami era Yakuza game. You had Yakuza 0 come out, and then the Kiwamis come out shortly after, and they were all kind of in that similar time frame. But we're going back and seeing some things, like this was Karaoke's debut, So it was really cool to see original Karaoke, I suppose, in that sense, even though I'm very experienced with it now. And we're running around, and we're going to do the main story because it's been a bit of a gap between uploads. I'm working on something else for the channel at the moment, so a lot of my time and resources has just been going to that, so I can get that out in good time. So apologies for the wait, but thank you for your patience as we return to Yakuza 3. So we're going to take the monorail, we're going to do the main story, we're going to the golf course so we can go and meet Akasaka. Maybe we'll run into him. And I have installed a heat gauge and a quick step fix. Apparently that is an issue with this game that I was previously unaware of, and it does make sense. It's one of those situations where a game gets remastered and they go, it's 30 frames per second. It's now 60 frames per second. And they don't take into account, the things that were, specifically tied to the frame rate that need tweaking. And, gauges is one of those things that especially gets affected by frame rate. And also, I guess, like character distance and movement, stuff like that. So I've chucked those in, and it should be all good. Let's run up here. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the golf course station. Naturally. Seeing a lot of Hawaiian shirts as well. A lot of people in their Hawaiian style shirts. I feel a little bit left out. I feel like I need to fix that. There we go. That feels much better. Now I feel like I'm part of the whole arrangement. Apparently, Akasaka frequents this golf course. Hopefully I can find him here. We're in the Nanyu Country Club in Okinawa. Welcome, sir. Are you a member of our club? Well, no, so you're a visitor. Do you have a guest pass? My deepest apologies, sir, but this is a highly exclusive club for local businessmen and government officials only. If you don't have an invitation from a current member, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm very sorry, sir. Damn it. How am I ever going to find Akasaka if I can't even get in the club? If you'll allow me to intrude... I hear you don't have a guest pass. Yeah, I didn't realize this was a private club. In that case, why don't you join me for a couple of holes? Really? I was actually meant to meet a friend here, but it seems he won't be showing up. I suppose he had some last-minute business to attend to. I'm not too fond of playing by myself, though, so if you wouldn't mind joining me, I'd be glad to have you along. And who are you exactly? Where are my manners? My name is Akasaka. My brain immediately, when he's like, I was going to be playing with a friend, but they had business to attend to, my brain was like, that's going to be Akasaka, isn't it? It's like either the friend is going to be Akasaka, and then I'm going to have to golf with this guy to get more info on him, and then we're going to, another link in the chain before I get to meet him. I have to go do something else. But they've cut all of that out, and they've just delivered me Akasaka directly. How good. You mean from the city council? I take it you've heard of me. May I ask your name? It's Kiryu. Well then, Kiryu-san, shall we play? Yeah, let's do it. Talk about luck. This is the perfect chance for me to get closer to Akasaka. He's lucky I'm not here specifically looking for Akasaka to kill him. He's just delivered the target. Very trusting. I'll play with this stranger. I hope he's not here to kill me and just talk to me. Alright, we are golfing. This is Yakuza 3 golfing and not Kiwami 2 golfing, so we'll see how we go. I'll take the first shot if you don't mind. Be my guest. Use L1 and R1 to adjust the shot direction. Change clubs by using the right stick. Press triangle to change the shot range to half the distance. Use the D-pad to change the impact point. Some points will put a spin on the ball. Hold down X to build shot power. Release X to set the shot power. After setting the power, press X just as the cursor is aligned with the ball to deliver the optimal impact. Hey, you're pretty good. I'm not sure I'd go that far. The wind's just been blowing in my favor today, that's all. Do you golf often, Kiryu-san? Don't golf that often, and I might have spent all of my golfing luck in this one particular moment in Kiwami 2 on the final shot of the advanced course. But, you know, we'll see how we go. Instant replay. I think that all of these are going to be in the same location every time, so you can practice and get used to it! Oh! Use. Just for those that skipped Kiwami 2, you can see that incredible moment. Not really, no. I don't really golf often. Ah, well, practice makes perfect. Right. Alright, here we go. Time for us to golf. A spot of golfing, please. So depending on how far I want to hit this ball. Alright, well, we're going for a hole-in-one naturally. So we have 2.7 meters of wind coming up against us here. So we want to go for just a straight up. Just target the thing, full power the thing, and just immediately go in there. Watch this. You know what? I'm pretty close. You can retry this shot if you like. He's gonna let me mulligan? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Yeah, free mulligan. I'll take it. Alright. Does control a little bit differently. I managed to get the ball all the way over there. Now, the 2.7 meters of wind did not seem to factor in as much as I would have thought there, and I went beyond the hole. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little less power. Oh, and I didn't hit the thing this time. Where am I? Okay, I'm over here on the rough. Third time's a charm, they say. I'm getting free mulligans. I guess it's because it's literally practice golf, which is so funny. Just a little less power? I'll take that. That's not a hole in one, but I'm like right there. I'll take it. Nice shot. Hey, this man's good. Oh. My turn. All right, 2.7 meters of wind coming this way. I would like to putt it here. Maybe. And whoa, that went overs. That was powerful. Let me just quickly reverse time. Oh, I want to beat him. So we'll just quickly... Okay, I'm adjusting. All right, that'll go in if I just go over here a bit more. Oh, it bounced on the thing. Free mulligans, though. How good's that? Oh, my God. Just don't watch Akasaka-san. All of this takes place in a different reality of which I'm trying to put this in with incredible precision. Oh my God. Hold on, just one more. He's so nice to me. He's giving me so many mulligans. He's like, you can keep going if you like. Should I apply some spin to the ball with on the D-pad? I don't think it's going to let me with the putt. That's all right. All right. I just need to apply the perfect level of oomph. The perfect level of oomph. Oh my. The perfect level of oomph, if you would. Please. The perfect level of oomph. There we go. Yosh. First try, dude. Let's go. In 2 strokes. I finish in 2 strokes. See, I had to beat him. He's on par. Wow, Kiryu-san, your form is fantastic. In 2 shots and no replays. Me? I don't think so. No need to be modest. Modest? No need to be modest. You're a natural. Shall we head to the next hole? Sounds good. Yeah, look. Bang. I have to win. I have to win. Say, what sort of work do you do, Kiryu-san? I run an orphanage called Morning Glory. Wow. Taking care of all those children is quite a task. It's not easy, sure, but nothing makes me happier than seeing them smile. Haha, that's wonderful. I'm glad to know you enjoy your work, Kiryu-san, and what vital work it is. Now let's get this hole started. He's gonna, like, crush me now or something. I can feel it. Green. Alright, I assume that I'm not gonna get mulligans anymore. Taking advantage of my mulligans while I had them. It was probably a first round practice. Now it's the real thing. 4.5 meters of wind that way. So if I equip maybe this guy and really rely on this wind to push me along. I'll be there. You don't let me retry it? Nah, it's alright. I'm on the green. I'm on the green, dude. So I'll at least take it. Okay. 4.5 meters of wind. Eee. 4.5 meters though. Where was the wind? Where's the wind, bro? Non-existent wind? Okay, non-existent wind. Retrying? Yeah, sure. Don't tell anyone. The wind is pushing it, like, the fucking other way. Whee! Okay. I don't think the wind matters for this one. For some reason. You'd think it would. It's making it curve the other way. Alright, I'm just gonna I'll just get it in. I'll let him get it in 2. He's got his birdie. Look at him. Yeah, there's your little birdie. Now I'm going to get a par. Yoosh. I can't break reality with too many mulligans. Speaking of the orphanage, Kiryu-san, how many kids do you have there? 9, all in elementary school. And you take care of them all by yourself? Do you have any helpers? No, but the oldest girl, Haruka, takes on a lot of that responsibility. She'll be starting 6th grade next month. And the chores are divided up between all the kids. Everyone has to help out. How wonderful. Too many kids these days sit around watching TV while their parents do all the work. Now, shall we head to the next hole? Next hole, please. As a professional, Kiryu-san, what are your thoughts on the youth of today? Well, things were definitely different when I was a kid, but with how drastically the world has changed, I guess that's not too much of a surprise. I'd say the real problem is that we spoon-fed everything to kids nowadays. There's no room for imagination anymore. Back in my day, we'd come up with games we could all play together when we were bored. And since we had lots of kids with different ages, we had to make rules that would fair to everyone. We didn't want to exclude everyone just because of their age or ability. It was through those playground games that we first learned about cooperation and what it means to help others. These days, though, it's all about video games and the internet. From what I hear, most kids would rather stay in their rooms than go outside to play. I don't know what you're talking about. True, we didn't have any of those luxuries when we were young. Children nowadays certainly have it good, but in a way I feel sorry for them. Bullying seems to have grown more prevalent as well. I will admit it's always been present, but incidents appear to be even more malicious recently. Perhaps the children of today lack basic consideration for their fellow students. Looks like it, yeah. Hey, we're getting to the bullying segment. I'm like, yeah, about that. Yeah, you got a friend. Got a son. And that son's a dick. Alright, here we go. Watch this, Akasaka-san. Watch this, Akasaka-san. Watch this, Akasaka-san. Why was... God damn it. If you don't let it go before you hit the top, you're cooked. That's what I was looking for. Oh, wait. I've got the wrong... Jesus. Hold on a second. I got the wrong golf club. The golf club resets if you take a mulligan. Should have thought about that. Fuck. Golf club resets. Now I'm right back to this. The free mulligan game. I really thought it was only going to be for that one round. Oh. I meant to press not retrying, but yeah, I'll retry. Right, I'll commit to that. Nice shot. Nice shot. Alright, wind. Don't fail me now. You're killing me here. Well, I've got to win. I'm committed. Turns out I'm not so good at putting. I feel like when we're putting, the wind does not factor in as much as I would think. Like, I'm like 4.3 meters that way, and then yeah, the fuck. Don't pay attention to the wind when you're putting, I suppose. We're getting close. We're getting close to figuring this out. God damn it. Look at him going for the angled shots. Okay. Bogey. He's not super happy about the bogey. Birdie! Yosh. Kiryu-san, I have another question about your children, if you don't mind. How do they spend their free time? Well, we don't have a computer or any games, so for the most part, they all play together outside. All the older kids really look after the younger ones, too. It's like we're one big family. That sounds lovely. Would it be alright if I paid you a visit sometime? Of course, I'd be glad to have you. Nice. The fact that it just cuts to this is so funny. No way. Oh my god. It's like, would it be alright if I came and visited your orphanage sometime, Kiryu-san, and played with, and, you know, visited and saw how the children play? Yeah, sure. Oh. Just straight cut to, I beat his ass. With no mulligans too. Like, very crazy good display from me in that golfing session. How many mulligans did he take off screen, only to still lose, you know what I mean? I have to thank you for the match, Kiryu-san. Golf isn't much without an enjoyable conversation to go with it. I hope I'll have the chance to stop by your orphanage sometime soon, and I mean that sincerely. We'd love to have you. Perhaps there's even some way the city could support all the charitable work you do for those children. If you ever need anything, please feel free to give me a call. I'll do everything within my power to help you. I appreciate that, Akasaka-san. Farewell now. See you later. Ah, and before I forget, I signed you up on my permanent guest list, so you'll be free to visit the club whenever you please. Perhaps we'll even play again sometime. I hope so. Nice, that's actually really great. I like that we didn't get down to business straight away. You know, we don't start like pressing him and being like, yeah, so you know that you have this friend and he's like, and his kid's bullying my kid, and that's why I came to talk to you because you're friends with this guy. I like that our like recon isn't addressed and it's sort of like a very natural conversation just to get a read on him and his sort of approach. And he does seem to be a pretty nice, genuine, caring guy. And the teacher's son is just a dickhead. He's doing that whole thing where he's like, well, my daddy knows the mayor and the mayor will kill you type of exaggeration. Akasaka had nothing but nice things to say about Morning Glory. I bet that'll make Shiro feel better. Very nice. We can go back to the orphanage. Before I do, there's a sub-story down this way. I'm gonna go grab it. Let's go take a look. See what's going on down in this direction. On Ryukyu Boulevard. Caught myself a big fish today. I'm treating myself with a glass of Tantakatan. Ooh, I've heard of that. That's that Perilla stuff, right? I could go for a cup of that right now with some karage and fresh sashimi. Now that's a good idea right there. That Tantakatan stuff is so tasty you can down a bottle in a couple of minutes. My daughter's a fan too. She's just got to the drinking age and she just loves making cocktails with Tantakatan and fruit juice. Drinking with your daughter? Well, doesn't that sound peachy? I just drink the stuff alone, though maybe I could get the wife to drink it with me. Tantakatan, huh? I should remember this when I'm over at a cabaret club. I love that it's like a lot of these conversations that we've had are a lot of these conversations are about like drinking at the club and what we could pick to drink, which is pretty funny. An irate thug. I came here to have some fun, but I'm all out of money. Hell, I don't even have enough to take the train home. That's why you're gonna give me yours. Refuse all you want, but I'm taking it one way or another. All right, gangster, with your friend in the back there. All right. Shall I see how the quick step? I don't know if the quick step looks better. We'll have to get some Yakuza experts to see if that's the case. But how about that heat gauge? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Wait, another guy? Obviously, I'll be able to, like, upgrade my quick stepping. And it'll get better anyway. I broke that man's nose. Look at that. God damn. Sorry. I've learned my lesson. Here, take this as thanks. Nice. Again, just by the way, I mentioned this before. This game captures the violence of the fighting so well. Like... having the broken glasses and like the bruising that comes up and actual facial expressions. And it's weird to come from games that like look better, you know, like they've got a nicer coat of paint on them. Everyone's had some work done so that they all look better. But I think the trade-off there is they've lost some like expressions and their faces are a little bit more stiff. And then the detail like this in the violence after the fight, instead of them just being super clean. Kiwami 2 was one that I started noticing like blood on the clothes and stuff, and it's like the first Dragon Engine that experience I've had. But yeah, going back to an older game and appreciating things that they did back then that they decided not to do later, kind of interesting. It's nice to see the actual response to beating the shit out of someone. Alright, who's my sub-story around this place? Run into everybody. Should I sit at a bench? Is it you? Oh, shit. S is save, not sub-story. Sub-story's the fucking green question mark. You can tell it's been a hot minute since I played the game, and I've been working on some other stuff. Question mark is my sub-stories. I know what I'm doing here. S for save point. Loan shark. Stop giving me the runaround, man. You're in the wrong here for owing all this money, and now you're gonna pay. Please, not my awamori. It's the only thing keeping my family going. Fine, then I'll just take the land you're sitting on instead. Bring out the deed now. What? But my ancestors established this distillery generations ago. I can't just hand it over like that. A deed, huh? Maybe this has something to do with that resort development deal. What's going on here? You mentioned a land deed? Please help me. This guy's after my awamori. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you'd better stay out of our business. If this has got something to do with the resort development, then I'm afraid it's my business too. I've taken somewhat of an interest in that issue. Huh? I ain't talking about any resort. This chump owes me a fat stack of cash. I was just telling him that if he can't pay up, then he can make good on his debt by giving me the deed to his land. So that's what this is about. Ugh, this is going nowhere. I'll let you off the hook today. Either pay up in full or bring me that deed. Your choice. Thank you so much. You saved me from that brute. Not really. It sounds like you're still going to have to pay off that debt. Yes, of course. I did borrow all that money after all. But I didn't have a choice. If I hadn't taken out that loan, the distillery would have gone belly up. You run a distillery? That's right. It's a bar nearby where we make our own local spirits. Awamori, if you've never heard of it. Oh, and my name's Matsushima. Kiryu. Good meeting you, Kiryu-san. A few years back, I borrowed 20 mil to try and expand my business. Compete with the other big distilleries in town, you know? And I take it that investment didn't pay off? Actually, it was a resounding success, but We age our awamori for years to create the perfect flavor. Turns out, the deadline to pay back those loans came around while this most recent batch is still aging. When was the deadline? It's actually not for another year still, but now they're saying if I don't pay back the full 20 million in a week, I'm going to have to hand over the distillery. That's absurd. Don't you have a contract? About that, I looked over the fine print and it did say the lender has the right to demand repayment before the deadline. That's how they get you. Still, only a week? They must really be in a hurry. Kiryu's saying that's how they get you. He's like, yeah, I've signed quite a few contracts in my time without reading the fine print and then getting really surprised at the fact that they're able to take advantage of me. So then I beat their ass. If only I had another year, I could pay it back for sure. What do you mean? Oh, that's when the awamori will be ready for market. I'll be able to pay off my debt, no questions asked. I tried to explain that to the loan shark, but he kept insisting I pay them right now. Maybe if I could find that heirloom Grandpa told me about. What's this about an heirloom? Oh, just something my grandfather mentioned on his deathbed. He said if I was ever in trouble, I could sell our extremely valuable family heirloom for extra cash. But I don't have the slightest idea where it is, or if it even exists for that matter. Is he just talking about the distillery? He's like, my ancestors, set up this place. Is the heirloom just literally the distillery? It's the land deed. Sell that. I've heard that story before. Most family heirlooms don't end up being the windfalls people expect them to be. There's always money in the distillery stand. Why don't you talk to that loan shark again? Try to explain your current situation. That might be better than putting all your eggs in the heirloom basket. He already knows my situation. That's why he's demanding I pay now. He just wants to steal the distillery from me and the stock of awamori we have aging. That'll net him way more than just the 20 million I owe. That must have been his goal from the beginning then. Set up the contract and then go back on it and take not just the distillery but the booze too. The family heirloom's my only hope. Apparently it's buried somewhere on the beach near some orphanage. Evening Pride, I think it's called. Something like that. Wait, you mean Morning Glory? Oh, yeah, that's the one. You know it? Know it. I run the place. Never guessed there'd be buried treasure nearby, though. What luck! Fate must have brought us together. Please, would you consider helping me find this precious heirloom? I'll make it worth your time, I promise. Let's save your distillery. Awamori is an essential part of Okinawan culture, so I wouldn't just stand by while you get threatened. Let's find that heirloom. Thank you so much. I can't believe you're really so willing to help a stranger like me. You're too kind. Thank me once we've found the thing. So, do you have any other clues that could help me find this heirloom? I do, actually. Our family has a special song that tells us where the heirloom is hidden. The sound of crashing waves upon the sand so hot, a golden foam flows over the sacred turtle spot. The sound of crashing waves must mean it's near the ocean. Makes sense. That would be the beach in front of Morning Glory. Yeah, that's definitely the place my grandpa mentioned to me. The problem is the second line. A golden foam flows over the sacred turtle spot. I think golden and turtle must be big hints, but I've got no clue as to what it means. Me neither. For now, I guess let's take a look near Morning Glory. Yes, let's do that. Would you mind waiting here a moment before we head out? Why? I need to check on some of the awamori in the distillery to make sure it's all aging properly. When you're in the middle of this situation, you sure are passionate about your work. I may not make the best business decisions, but I'm damn good at making fine alcohol. In that case, stay here and keep an eye on your stock. I'll go look for the treasure on my own. Thanks for being so understanding. If you find anything, please just call my cell. My number's 555-292-6774. That's 555-AWA-MORI, if you couldn't tell. Right. I'll let you know what I find. Sorry, I have a liquor allergy. Alright. Sacred turtle, golden foam. I'm going back. Let's go back to Morning Glory. I gotta go back there anyway for Shiro, so actually a good thing. Oh, okay. Okay, mate. Actually a good thing that I went to check this out before we went back. I saw that look you gave me, asshole. You think I'm stupid or something? I don't care what you say. Yeah, I know you're thinking it. Time to find out who's really the stupid one here. Guy with a golf club just waiting to beat me up. Four. Oh man. Birdie. I'm sorry on the stupid one, I admit it. Just let me go. I'll even give you this, just take it. I love the description of the money you get. A damp 3,000. The Velo taxi driver. All good. Give me that Velo taxi all the way back to Morning Glory. Alright, we will take the subway. Hey. And I need to do my my frequent saves. I had to check that I actually pressed yes to overwrite instead of no. To Morning Glory, please. Let's find this heirloom. Okay, golden turtle. Let's meet at Turtle Rock after school tomorrow. Okay. What are we going to play? Turtle Rock. Let's meet at Turtle Rock after school tomorrow, they say. I don't get all of this talk of building a resort. What's so great about Okinawa? A friend of mine once went over to the mainland and he says that the ocean there is really dirty. Nothing like the sparkling blue of our beaches. Really? But don't people go swimming during the summer? That's because they don't know any better. Nobody who's ever been to Okinawa could stand to swim in that sludge. I guess that's why everyone comes to vacation here. Oh, Akasaka-san. Good to see you again, Kiryu-san. I told you I'd stop by, didn't I? Yeah, though I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. Once an idea crosses my mind, I simply have to see it through as soon as possible. Daichi in the house. Yo, Uncle Kaz. Hey, you forgot to say hello to our guest. And take your shoes off before you go inside. Hi, Uncle Kaz. We're home. You two have a good day at school? Mm-hmm. Oh, a guest. Hi, mister. Hi. Hello there, kids. Come on, Izumi-chan. Okay. Such energetic kids.
Tadaima.
Aww.
その様子じゃ負けたか。
次は絶対勝つ。
元気な子供ですな。
あれ？お客さん？
ああ、挨拶しろ。
はじめまして、シロです。
ほう、ちゃんと挨拶もしっかりできて気持ちのいい子だ。
おい、あんたが桐生だな。この子供にあんたどういう教育してるんだ。見ろ、喧嘩であざだらけだ。どうしてくれるんだ。あ
あ、橋本さん、お久しぶりですね。
ん？赤坂先生。
Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's see how this goes. What are you doing here? Truthfully, I've been wanting to pay this orphanage a visit for some time now. So, of course, I didn't waste any time when Kiryu-san here invited me. I needed to see the children he clearly loves so much for myself. They'll certainly grow into fine young adults. Is it the environment, or perhaps Kiryu-san's guiding hand? What's your secret? Honestly, I can't take that much credit. They're all really independent. I only step in when absolutely necessary. I see. You should take a page out of his book, Hashimoto. Yes, sir. I agree. Hey, what about Shiro? He thinks he's better than all of us regular kids because he doesn't have parents. Don't speak to him like that, young man. He didn't choose to be an orphan. Oh, God. None of these kids did. Whoa, what was happening with Akasaka's face there? That scared me. His eyes were coming out of his sockets. If you were really his friend, you would help him solve his problems, not make them worse. Whatever, you old fart. Well, I'd never. I feel sorry for that boy's parents. Though I'm sure being his teacher is hard enough, Hashimoto-sensei. Well, I should be going. He doesn't know that his son is that's his son. I must say, Kiryu-san, it warms my heart to see how happy and healthy your children are. You have the full support of the city, I assure you. How's that, Shiro? We won. Hi, Kaz. Hey, Haruka. How was school? Good. Are the others back already? Yeah, they got home a while ago. Shiro too? I hope he's okay. Don't worry, Haruka. Shiro's gonna be just fine. Really? That's a relief. I was so worried when I heard he was getting bullied. But I'm glad everything's gonna be okay. Me too. Well, I better go get dinner started. Be careful with the knives. All's well that ends well for morning glory, eh? Perfect. I love that he just, like, the teacher immediately rocks up and Akasaka's just chilling. Did I order that as takeout? When did I... Wait a minute. How long's that been in my... How long's that been in my inventory for? A distinctly Okinawan Suki burger set. Okay. Time to go fishing. And then we're going to find Turtle Rock. Which one of these is a Turtle Rock? A wooden box. Take the wooden box that is washed ashore. There's a prawn. Is that bait? Have I got prawn bait now? You know what time it is? Time to go fishing. You can use the burger. You can use the burger as bait. Let's go. Burger bait. Oh my god.
Yakuza.
Oh my god, just end me. Just end me. And if it's close enough to a fish, it's probably not gonna bite anyway, is it? We're close enough to a fish, I say. Oh, yes! We are close enough to a fish, I say. Oh my god. Okay. Fishing is fucking hard, dude. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. He was getting along with me for a second there. Okay, okay, okay. I might be attuning myself to the power of this fishing rod right now. Shooting myself to the power of the fishing rod. I understand what this is. I got a fish. Oh my god, I understand how to fish. A 42 centimeter irabucha. This is a parrotfish. Cut it up into sashimi while it's still fresh. Bang. Alright, I don't have to land exactly on the fish icon to get hooked. That fish loved my burger. Alright, let's throw this prawn in that I just got.
Yakuza.
Ooh! Alright, I understand how to fish. I felt the rod and I spiritually align. We got to know each other today. We understood how we work together as a team between man and rod. How to pull your rod effectively. Oh! What do you mean, miss? We were having such a good rhythm today. Oh my god. Fuck you. We were having such a good time together. How did he miss? God damn it. God damn it. Well, I got something. It wasn't a piece of coral this time, so I can rest easy. An old suspension. What? Okay. We have an old suspension. I feel like that's gonna be important at some point. I wonder if golden foam means it has to be like a different time of day. Like, it has to be, like, sunset. Which would be weird, because why would that change the treasure? This looks like it could be a turtle rock. I guess it does look a bit like a turtle. Better give Matsushimi a call.
Moshi moshi.
Maybe it doesn't need to be golden hour at all. Moshi moshi. Hello, Matsushima speaking. It's Kiryu. I found a rock on the beach that looks like a turtle. What, really? Yeah, it's out in the front of Morning Glory. Come see for yourself. Of course, I'll be right there. Well then. I guess it does look like a turtle. If this is the one mentioned in the song, then this is the sacred turtle spot. The treasure's got to be right under this rock. Lend me a hand, Kiryu-san. It's digging time. Dig. Here goes nothing. Oh, I see something. Keep digging. Calm back down now. I think it's some sort of pot. Please, keep digging. dig even deeper. You're mine, treasure. What the? There it is, Kiryu-san. An awamori pot. I see. A golden foam must have meant awamori foam. After all, top-notch awamori produces a beautiful head of foam when you distill it. Ah. So this big family heirloom you're after is just a bottle of liquor? I don't think this will help you pay off that debt. But it should, though, because it's ready. It's awamori that has been distilled. It's ready to go. Don't you see, Kiryu-san? This isn't any old bottle of liquor. It's an extremely old bottle of liquor. It's vintage and aged awamori. This awamori was distilled in the 9th year of the Meiji era, which makes it over 130 years old. 130 years, huh? I'm not sure it's the miracle you seem to think it is. But it is right now the oldest intact awamori in the whole world is just 140. We're nipping at their heels. You can't put a price tag on a vintage like that. So your ancestors crafted this masterpiece, then buried it to keep it safe. No wonder your family treated it like some kind of secret treasure. And because all its years have been spent underground, it's extremely well preserved. I don't see any cracks either. Still, I'm not sure if it's worth the 20 million I owe. Huh? Hey, Matsushima, you trying to skip town or something? Don't tell me you followed me here. What's that you got there, huh? An awamori pot? Well, the truth is, you shitting me? 130 years old? Assuming the date etched on the pot is correct, yes. How about that? My boss is always going on wanting to get his hands on a 100-year-old vintage. Is that why you're after my distillery? You could say that, but hey, I got a deal for you. Hand over the awamori and we're all square on your debt. Huh? You'd walk away from 20 million yen just like that? The boss was going to use that cash to buy a pot of vintage anyway. Doing it this way cuts out the middleman. And besides, you can't exactly buy a 130-year-old awamori on the market, no matter how much cash you got. So the way I look at it, this is a pretty sweet deal. Huh. Your boss must really love this stuff. Oh. You bet. That's the only reason I know all this shit. You know, Matsushima-san, I know it might not mean much coming from me, but you really do make the best awamori. You really think so? Oh yeah. From now on, I want you to stop borrowing from shady fellas like me. Get yourself a solid business plan and leave all this debt nonsense behind, you hear? I will. In the meantime, get that baby over to our office. We'll settle your debt right there and then. I can't believe it. I saved my distillery. And it's all thanks to you, Kiryu-san. Thank you so much. You should be thanking the ancestors who buried that pot of awamori. Here, take this. It's a special little something I found collecting dust in our family stores. You'll make way better use of it than I ever would. I didn't really do much, but okay. I got a belt. Well, I've got to go deliver this. I hope I see you around sometime. Nice. Okay. Another thing to understand about the experience points thing, it has been clarified that you do not choose which one you learn, and you do learn both of them. So it will just straight up be like, it says you can learn 2 body abilities. What it should say is you will learn 2 body abilities. But there you go. So when I eventually get some more XP, I'll be able to level up both of those. That was efficient picking up that sub-story here. Take the worm. I'll need that for later. Come on, give me it back. I will, just not yet. Sorry, Taichi. Sounds like Taichi and Ayako are up in arms over something. I better go take a look. Just give me my money back. I don't have it right now. Can you wait until I get my allowance? But that's not till next week, and the new Ninja Rangers manga comes out today. All the kids at school are going to read it before me. I'm sorry, Taichi. Whatever. You better pay me back soon, liar face. Oh. Why didn't you pay back the money that you owe? Come on. This isn't like you. When you borrow something from someone, you have to make sure you give it back. But, don't be afraid. You can tell me. Someone stole it. What? One of the other kids? Are you sure? Maybe it just fell out of your pocket. No, I keep all my money in my wallet inside my bag. So whoever stole it would have to know it was there. Alright, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. No, Ayako, we have to find out what happened. But, I'll go round up the others. Wait for me in the dining room. Okay. Stolen from a fellow orphanage member? These are your brothers and sisters. Alright, who am I throwing into the ocean? That's the Kiryu discipline. From back in my time in Kamurocho. If anyone crossed me, well, actually Sotenbori, if anyone crossed me, they were thrown into the river. Where have you been, Uncle Kaz? We're supposed to be getting dinner ready. Looks like dinner's gonna have to wait. Huh? Why? Hayako's money has gone missing. Huh? Do you think someone stole it? Sounds like it. One day it was in her wallet, and the next it was gone. That's awful. Anyway, we're gonna meet in the dining room. I want you in there too. Alright. Assemble the children. Anyone in here? I can't go in. Anyone out here? I can't go out here. Hey, you know that whole no running indoors thing? Let's break that rule. Hey, can you guys go into the dining room, please? What's wrong, Uncle Kaz? Nothing really. We just need to have a family discussion about something. Oh, okay. Did something happen? I'll tell you later. See you girls in the dining room. Okay. Did something happen? Yes. Ayako's money was stolen. And you know what that means? It means that one of the kids has died. Unless whoever stole the money brings it back. He's doing the dance. Goji! Oh, Uncle Kaz, what's up? Can you three go and wait for me in the dining room? Isn't it kind of early for dinner? We're going to have a house meeting. Why? What happened? You'll know soon enough. Just go wait for me, okay? Alright, come on. Into the dining room, kids. Alright, how many kids I got? 9? Goddamn. Kiryu is putting in work as a single father. So how many we got in there right now? We got 6 kids in there right now. Taichi. Uncle Kaz gonna help. I gave Ako some money, but she's not giving it back. I know. I heard you two arguing earlier. Then why won't you do something? I am. Go wait in the dining room. All of us are gonna have a talk about what's going on here. What do you mean? It looks like someone stole the money from Ayako. Huh? Like, someone here? I'm not sure yet. That's why I want to have this meeting. Just wait for me in the dining room, okay? Yeah, okay. I wonder who's potentially stolen the money. Alright. How many more kids I got around here? You're another one. What's up, Uncle Kaz? There's something we need to talk about. Wait for me in the dining room, okay? Okie dokie. Now, how good am I at counting kids? Have I accounted for everybody? Oh, wait. You should probably go in, too. Get on over to the dining room. Ayako? Okay. I feel like Ayako is maybe not telling the full story, or maybe knows who stole it, or maybe gave it to someone else. I don't know. Let's see what these kids have done. That's everyone. Time to find out what happened. I have counted kids successfully. Alright. It's time to be a dad. And that's pretty much all we know. Ayako's really worried, and rightfully so. The money got taken right out of her wallet, after all. Now, I don't like doing this any more than you do, but if one of you stole the money, I need you to speak up. Someone's looking guilty there. The only person who's not looking me in the eye. I like the... Eri, I think, was also the one that was like, did something happen? I'm like, yeah, you better find out. The only one that's not looking at me. Ayako, when did you first notice it was gone? I think it was 2 days ago. Alright. Did any of you notice anything weird going on? Were there any strangers hanging around or anything? I think I saw something. Riona was digging around in Ayako's bag. Riona? Ayako-chan said I could borrow her paint, so I was getting it out of her bag. You don't think I stole the money, do you, Uncle Kaz? Of course not. Now that I think about it, didn't Mitsuo just buy a new model set? It's a pretty fancy one, too. Kind of suspicious timing, don't you think? Well, Mitsuo, how did you get the money for something like that? Huh? I saved up for weeks, that's how. I didn't do anything wrong, Uncle Kaz. I even stopped buying snacks so I could save up quicker. Besides, don't they say the first guy to speak up is usually the one who did it? What was that? You heard me. Stop it, you two. Uncle Kaz, what do we do? Alright, we're done here. This was clearly a mistake. But somebody stole the money, right? Yeah, he's right. Look, we're not going to keep sitting here flinging accusations at each other. That's not what being a family is about. But I'll say it again. If one of you did take the money, you can come talk to me whenever you want. I won't tell the others. The only thing that accomplished was making everyone doubt each other. Although, we'd be missing a lot more than Ayako's money if the thief had come from outside. So as much as I hate to admit it, one of the kids must have stolen it. Guess the only option now is looking through their things. Look through their belongings. What have you got for me? Oh. Interesting. The one that we're suspicious of. Ah, gotcha. What were you doing in here, Eri? Nothing. That's Ayako's bag, right? You know you can't dig around in there without her permission. Come on, just tell me what you were doing. Or is there a reason you don't want to say? You're wrong. Uncle Kaz, what's wrong with Eri? I found her looking through your bag. Huh? What, is the money going to be in the bag? Oh, something else missing? Nuh-uh. Actually, the money is back in my wallet. What? Eri. It's always the one that you most suspect. It was all in the body language. Alright, Eri. It's time you told me what's going on. I'm sorry, Uncle Kaz. I'm really, really sorry. So it was you. I promised my friends I'd go to the movies with them, but I didn't have any money. Then why'd you promise? I never get to do stuff with them. They have real parents, so they get way more allowance than I do, and you have 9 of us to take care of, so I can't ask for more. My friends know I can't afford a lot, so they never ask me to do stuff with them. So when they asked me to go to the movies, I was really happy. I couldn't say no to that, so I just took the money. I was going to give it back next time I got my allowance, I swear. But I'm sorry, Uncle Kaz. I'm glad you were planning to pay her back, but you can't borrow something that's not yours without asking first. That's stealing. I know. But you gave the money back. And now you've confessed, too. That's really brave of you. The next step now is apologizing to Ayako. Think you can do that for me, Eri? But I made everyone so mad. Nobody's going to forgive me, especially not Ayako.
Eri-chan.
さあ、勇気を出せ。
綾子ちゃん、私ありがとう。そしてごめん。なんで綾子ちゃんが謝るの？本当はね、私エリちゃんがお金持ってくところ見ちゃってたんだ。でもね、私その場でエリちゃんのこと止めてあげられなかった。エリちゃんのことを本当に思ったら、私あの場で言うべきだった。後悔してるんだ。私の方がお姉ちゃんなのに勇気がなかった。私にもっと勇気があればこんな大きなことにならなかったのに。だからごめん。私も許して。ごめんね。ごめんね。
The kids, they're learning. Come on, you two. Let's get back inside. Huh? What's wrong? Everyone's so angry. I wonder what they're gonna do when they find out Eri took the money. I mean, Koji and Riona are already fighting. What do we do, Uncle Kaz? Everyone's gonna hate me. Nobody's gonna hate anyone. I'll tell you what. Leave the talking to me. What I need you two to do is... Got it? I'm so sorry, Uncle Kaz. Come on, let's get everyone in the dining room. Okay, I'll go round them up. Me too. What I will say about this game is I think it's so difficult to do something like this when primarily you have established yourself as a specific type of video game, you know? To have your character go from, at this point, you know, in terms of when this game released, only Yakuza 1 and 2, and what those stories are about, what they include, to then have your third game be, I'm a dad, and I've moved away from the city, and it's beach life, you know? And I'm a dad in the orphanage, and things are a lot more like low stakes. It's a really tough situation where, like, usually games continue maybe either like escalating things, or they're like, well, how do we one up the last thing? And there's like, and especially after the events of Yakuza 2, which like was constantly ramping up within its own game. You're like, how do we continue on from that? And I love the choice to go smaller instead of bigger. I really appreciate that, and it's really hard to do. I think it's tough when you go from what you've been exposed to in the Yakuza storyline so far with these characters. Obviously, we know that there's stuff going on in the background, so we know it will pick up, and there's a Yakuza element on this island. There's also something going on in the mainland in relation to the Tojo clan and Daigo and Kazuma-san and Wesker-san. But that stuff isn't like at the forefront right now. It'll definitely come into the story and it'll pick up, and there's still like combat, like there's still fighting. We're getting picked on by thugs. That's just daily life over here. But the main narrative being something that isn't like Kiryu is picked up and thrown into the action immediately right again, I kind of appreciate. We also have him in a moment where it's like, Kiryu has not been the greatest at looking after Haruka and making questionable decisions, especially in the previous game where I went, Kiryu, you are being so dumb about how you're looking after Haruka right now. Hey, Haruka, can you just wait outside on the street? I'm just going to go in and talk to this man after we just rescued you from getting kidnapped. He makes some questionable head scratches in terms of how he treats and looks after Haruka, that him getting an actual dad arc where he has to look after multiple kids and be in that father figure role without all of the other shit that's going on in his life. I think that's really, really great. I think it's a really great way to reset things, bring things back down a little bit before you can then start ramping it up again, potentially. So I appreciate that. I just wanted to share my thoughts at least on, you know, Kiryu dealing with kid stuff, because while, yes, we can acknowledge it's not the most exciting stuff ever, I think that the slice of life element of games, especially long-running games or long-running animes or series like that, I like the slice of life, let's take a breath and relax stuff, because it allows character development outside of all of the action and the adrenaline. So it's going to be really cool to see Kiryu grow as a character in this sense. But it's a tough thing to do, because usually what would happen is a character like Kiryu would get retired, and then they would give you a new protagonist that would like be in the action to like maintain consistency with what the game is. It would be like Yakuza 3, here's a new character and Kiryu is now at the orphanage, and maybe you'd like check in on him every so often, and like they've retired the character in that sense because he's not doing the thing that the game is made for, which is beating up Yakuza and we're involved in some sort of strange plot. So it's cool that they're balancing it with Kiryu, where there's this element of him being in the orphanage, but there is still going to be some other stuff going on that requires his presence. And that's all I have to say about that, without ranting too long. But I think that's pretty good. I like that as a plot line. Just have to see how it continues to develop as I collect my worms. Alright, back to the dining room. Alright kids, we've come to a decision. Whoever stole the money, I'm throwing them into the ocean and using them as bait to get a big fish for the rest of us to eat for dinner. Now listen up, we got Ayako's money back. Really? Then you know who the thief is. Not so fast. I actually have to apologize to all of you. Huh? Why? Well, Eri came to me yesterday saying she found some money, but I guess it slipped my mind today. Seriously, Eri? Where'd you find it? In the yard. And how much was it? 1,000 yen. Which is exactly how much you were missing, right, Ayako? Yeah. Meaning there's a good chance the money Eri found yesterday is the same money that went missing from Ayako's bag. There's no other possibility. Don't you guys think? I guess. Sounds about right to me. So then nobody stole the money. Why was I getting blamed for it? I'm sorry, Mitsuo. All of this could have been avoided if I had just remembered sooner. Everyone, I'm really sorry. Sorry's not good enough. Yeah, I got called a thief. Yeah, me too. Hold on, guys. Wait. I'm the one who dropped the money, so if you're going to get mad at anyone, get mad at me. I should have said something sooner, too. I'm really sorry, everyone. See? Uncle Kaz was just a little forgetful. I think we should be glad none of us turned out to be thieves. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, Riona. Don't worry about it. And I'm sorry for suspecting you, Mitsuo. Yeah, whatever. I probably deserved it for how I treated Koji. Hey, it's all in the past now. I'm just glad I got my money back. Though now I'm realizing I'm starving. When's dinner, Uncle Kaz? I want to eat too. Me 3. Oh yeah, we totally forgot about dinner. Alright, let's get moving. And make it snappy, Uncle Kaz. Try not to eat the table while we're gone. Actually, why don't you all go play outside while we cook? We'll come get you when it's ready. Okay. Ah, lying to the children. A little white lie. Just a little white lie. Just to comb things over. Now, kids, don't lie. Unless it's me. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, guess we better get started. Right. It's dinner time. Alright, what are we having for dinner? Uncle Kaz. What's wrong, Taichi? It's that guy with the curly hair. I just saw him again. Are you sure? Yeah, he's in that blue truck, probably spying on us again. It's definitely him. Alright, I'll handle it. Make sure everyone gets inside. Okay. I'm gonna go take a look outside. Think you can handle dinner while I'm gone, Haruka? Of course. Be careful, Uncle Kaz. I'll be fine, don't worry. But if I'm not back in time for dinner, you guys can start without me. Okay? We need some form of secondary supervisor for the orphanage in case I disappear and go away. Like, hey, just have dinner without me. I will be taking a worm collection. Every time I see a worm, I will be picking it up. Ow, ugh. It's cute to see, like, what they're talking about while they play as well. Am I being pranked? Where's that blue truck? I don't see him, but I can't head downtown just yet. Not before I find those Ryudo guys. What do you guys mean there's a blue truck? Good seeing you, Kiryu-san. We've already had this, question, haven't we? I don't really care either way. You may think you can opt out of this conversation because you're from the mainland, but think about the poor children you've taken under your wing. What happens now will unquestionably impact their futures, their children's futures, their children's future and beyond. It's our responsibility as upstanding adults to get a good example from them. I like that we can just say the same thing. The military base, I'm against it. I knew we were kindred spirits. I like where we can just continue going after everything. Just do it again. No. Don't go to the title screen. I see no truck, kids. What the fuck? What's happened? What do you mean? What do you mean? You lied to me. Okay. What do you mean? Can we go elsewhere? I'm not allowed to go off to the side. I don't see him anywhere. Maybe Taichi was wrong? You're gonna make me run out onto the beach? Okay. Hey,
またお前か。 俺の答えは変わってねえぞ。
いや、今日はそういうんじゃねえんです。
ん？じゃあ何の用だ？
今日は兄貴にどうしても頼みたいことがあって。
What kind of favor are we talking? It's got to do with the little lady. You mean the girl with the sketchbook? That's right. 2 nights ago, she just disappeared. Nobody knows where she could have gone. You think she ran away? Dunno. We got men searching the streets and all, but they haven't found so much of a trace of her yet. And have you gone to the police? Well, not exactly. Why not? You should file a missing persons report.
Yeah.
I don't know that we really can. What do you mean? Well, the truth of it is, she's the daughter of a guy the boss used to do business with. Now the boss is taking care of the girl. Yeah, but he never officially adopted her. If the cops found out about that, they'd ship her back to her parents, no questions asked. And we don't want that? Right. Saki-san's parents are real scum of the earth, let me tell you. Her dad gambled all their money away and then some, then would come home stinking of booze and beat the daylights out of the girl and her mom. Her mom, on the other hand, was always sleeping around, acted like she didn't want a damn thing to do with her. So then Nakahara took Saki to protect her. Yep. 3 years back, we got asked to collect on her dad's gambling debt. So the boss went over to their house. But when he walked inside, what happened? He found the guy dead, hanging blue-faced from a rope in their living room. Saki-san still clutching his lifeless leg. And her mum? Probably off with one of her fuckboys. Lady never gave a single shit about Saki-san, which is why Nakahara took her in. Yep. The boss looks scary, sure, but he's got a good heart. It just wasn't in him to leave Saki-san like that. And yeah, he complained at first about how much trouble it was raising a kid, but it wasn't long till he ended up a proud father. Now he treats Saki-chan like she's his own flesh and blood. That's amazing. Yep, but word has it her mum's back in town, that she wants to take Saki-san back. Why now, after all this time? Beats me. Probably so she can have a maid to do all the housework while she goes out and parties. Anyway, the boss has been trying to keep the little lady in the office so her mum would be able to find her. Which is why she was there when I stopped by. Yep. And now that she's missing, the boss is real worried. Saki's not a child anymore, though. Couldn't she just call him if she needed to? Call him? Not a chance in hell. Why not? The girl's mute. What? The doctor said that it's some kind of mental block, probably from watching her dad hanging himself right in front of her. So you see, she can't call us. And that's why she has the sketchbook. Come on, Aniki. We've got to find her as soon as possible. Please.
で、俺に何をしろと？
今、親父は荒れちまって手がつけられねえ状態です。だから兄貴に出張ってもらって、とりあえず親父を落ち着かせてほしいんです。
なんで俺なんだ？
先日の一件から親父は兄貴に一目置いてるみてえです。だからここは兄貴しか収められねえと。
ちょっと待て。
はい？
さっきから聞いていると、俺のことを兄貴兄貴って何言ってるんだ？
だって兄貴は兄貴じゃないですか。
お前は流動一家の若頭だろう。俺はお前の兄貴分でも何でもない。
まあその話はいいとして。
よくない。お前みたいなやつに兄貴と呼ばれたらうちの子供たちに悪影響だろうが。
別にいいじゃないですか。俺は兄貴の強さと男気に惚れたんです。俺にとって兄貴は兄貴なんです。じゃあシモン、車回してきますんでお願いします。兄貴。
You can call me Aniki, Aniki. That's funny. I just respect your strength. His characters had such a change, which is great. It's so funny, like, when you have that first fight and the pair of them just fucking been like, we're gonna beat you down. We really beat some sense into him. We're gonna have to walk from here, Aniki. I don't remember agreeing to this. Well, I've come this far. Might as well see it through. Let's get moving, Aniki. Alright, alright. I was supposed to be having dinner with my kids.
Aniki.
Please, Aniki, you've got to talk the boss off the ledge. Now, come on. Oh, man. Well, hold on a second. Alright, pal. Let's go and do what we need to do. Let's go talk some sense into that guy. We'll say, hey, man. Settle down. Don't fly off the handle, sir. Okay, actually, I should be able to get there. Going down here. Hey, you know whose turf this is? Must not, because otherwise you'd be paying your respects to us Yakuza. Guess we got no choice. We'll beat some manners into you. Yakuza. Hey, you got a problem with me, pal? Watch out behind you. Alright, so we got any co-op heat actions? We got any co-op heat actions? You gonna grab him? Grab him. Grab him. I don't know when co-op heat actions existed. We got any co-op heat actions, man? Today is not the day that we find out. Rakia, grab him, man. Damn, you're too strong. I'll let you off the hook this time. Count yourself lucky. A diplomatic Kamaitachi brand cutter. Multi-purpose, known for its versatility. And I've equipped all 3 Shisa items to gain the blessing of the Shisa and increase your defense. I love it. It's like, get all of them. And I'm like, God damn it. Now, it says better cut it up into sashimi while it's still fresh. Will the fish deteriorate in my inventory over time? I was supposed to serve this up for dinner. I was going to treat the kids to the irabucha that I caught. But now I've been pulled along some sort of wild goose chase.
Aniki!
I'm here.
Aniki!
Oh, wait. I'm here. The Ryudo family office.
Kashira, Kiryu no Aniki. 親父は奥です。さっきまで青森飲んで暴れていたとこっす。
He's sauced up.
Heh! しゃあ、なんだったかよ。ああ？おお。これは桐生さんじゃないですか。
どうも荒れてるみたいだな。
What do you want this time? Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about your little land problem. Rikia told me what's going on with Saki. Ah, that's Rikia for you. Never knows when to keep his damn mouth shut. This ain't your problem, Kiryu-san. Why don't you go look for her? Can't. Wouldn't be so miserable if it was that easy. What do you mean? She ran away because she didn't want to live with me anymore. I'd just scare her off if I went hunting for her now. You don't know that for sure. Why don't you try to figure out why she really ran away? It wouldn't be too late to catch up to her if you go now. Rikia told me Saki's mom has been out looking for her recently. Maybe Saki just wanted to see her again after all this time. Same difference. Either she wants to be with her mom, or she doesn't want to be with me. God damn it. Am I really worse than that miserable whore? Nakahara. Guess a Yakuza like me doesn't have any business taking in a kid in the first place, huh? Kiryu's gonna say, hey man, I got 9 of these babies. I got 9 children, all sweet little dumplings, and I look after them. And I was in the Yakuza once, and it was a bad time. That's not true. All children need is someone who really, truly cares about them. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. Well, how do you know? You think you're some kind of kid expert just because you run a fucking orphanage? I know enough. I was an orphan myself. Ah! Not only that, the man who raised me was in the Yakuza. And since I have no memories of my birth parents, that man is more of a father than I've ever had. He might have been a Yakuza, yeah, but I loved him all the same. And I'm sure Saki loves you too. But it's natural for her to miss her mom. She's still just a kid after all. And also my dad, that I consider my dad, he killed my parents, by the way. Killed them! Then took me in, then I became a Yakuza. Now I've raised a kid. Luckily I didn't kill the parents of these kids. You know, I'm breaking the cycle right here. I'm doing something a little bit different. But she's still just a kid after all. You really think? Of course. Now get out there and find her before someone else does. But I can't. Why not? Look at me, Kiryu-san. Why would Saki ever want to come back to this mess after seeing her mother? A thug like me could never compare to an actual parent. I'm just gonna have to face the facts. Saki's gone. You really think so? Yeah, I do.
わかった。俺がさっきから話を聞いてやる。
なんでお前さんが？
俺もな、あんたと一緒で目の前に困っているガキがいると放っておけないたちなんだ。
ちょっとあんた、俺はあんたから土地を取り上げようと。
安心しな。別に鮭を連れ戻したところで土地の話を持ち出す気はねえよ。それとこれとは話は別だ。今は鮭のことだけを考えようじゃねえか。
お前、
あんたんとこの若いの借りるぜ。行くぞ、力也。
はい、兄貴。
He's like, damn, I love this guy. The effect that Kiryu has on people is actually really great to witness. Thanks for talking to him, Aniki. But if we're really gonna look for Saki, I don't have the slimmest idea of where to start. Then we'll just have to ask around. We can focus on the area right around the office for now. But we already combed every last nook and cranny. Nobody's seen her. And you don't know where her mom lives? Nope, sorry to say. Is there anywhere you haven't looked? Nowhere she'd be likely to turn up. Only stone left unturned is Hatsumachi. Hatsumachi? Why haven't you checked there? Place is the biggest red light district on the island. Chock full of hostess clubs, brothels, all sorts of smart kids not going to go anywhere near. Besides, what? It's Tamashiro family turf. Things would get real hairy real fast if we showed our faces over there. Then it's settled. We're going to Hatsumachi. But Aniki, I just told you, Hatsumachi's the only place you haven't looked. I don't care whose turf it is, we're going. Well, you're welcome to stay behind if you think the Tamashiro are really that scary. Like hell that's gonna happen. I'm coming, Aniki. Good. Now let's go.
Nice.
Alright. Something that's quite surprised me about the game's timeline and progression is it starts off in 2009 and I go, oh wow, cool. So, you know, game's doing a time skip and then, you know, it allows the characters to grow a bit and then we can fill in the gaps off screen and they can put themselves in a different position. And then the game's also like, psych. Like, we're only going to go a few months later. And then I go, huh? So there's just like constantly in the back of my mind, like the beginning of the game, we know some things that are going to happen and we're just kind of waiting to get to that point. not necessarily just waiting to get to that point, but we know that Nakahara is going to be shot. We know that we're starting to see like the friendship that we have with Rikia that is developing now, but it is that strange sense of dramatic irony that they do, where the audience is aware of something that the characters currently are not. And I expected it to time jump to 2009 like pretty quickly again, like it was just going to kind of fill in some gaps and then we'd get caught up to speed, but they're really committing to the slow burn before we jump ahead in time, I suppose. Am I getting onto... Are we going to the train station? Run in front of this bus, quick! Hey, you're surrounded. Nowhere to run, big guy. You're totally screwed. Give us some cash, we can go party. This is gonna hurt, but life's a bitch. The random encounters are definitely so much more than... so much harder to avoid. Because you don't see it coming like you do in the Kiwami games. In Kiwami, you get so much time to run away and like spot you from such a distance. And then in Yakuza 3, you don't even know until they're like, yeah, gotcha. Give me a boozy platinum nail. Rikia! Oh, thank God it's you! Something terrible's happened. Alright, calm down. Tell me what's going on. It's Saki-chan! Huh? What about her? I saw her in Hatsumachi with some woman I've never seen before. Something felt real off about the whole thing. And you're sure it was her? Oh, well, if it isn't the dashing young fella from before, this must be fate. Come on, we don't got time for your hopeless flirting. Let's try and focus. Where did you see Saki? Coming out of the convenience store over at the intersection with some woman who was absolutely dressed to the nines. I wonder who she was. Maybe Saki's mother. Then, you really think she went back? Hard to say. The only way to know for sure is to find her and ask. I guess. By the way, Rikia, you're gonna have a party tonight. Oh? A party? Oh shit, it's the boss's birthday. I've been so distracted it totally slipped my mind. He's not gonna be in any mood for celebration if we can't find Saki, though. Then we're not doing ourselves any favors by standing around. Come on, let's go. Right. We gotta bring her back, even if it's just for today. Let's move, Aniki. Okay, we have a destination all the way up there. Maybe I should have got the taxi. Let's run it. I'm not like super sure on the pronunciation for Rikia, so I've just been saying Rikia. It could be Rikia, could be Rikia, could be Rikia. I think Rikia is where I'm gonna stay. We'll see how we go. You there, in the kitsy shirt. Oh shit. Who are you? Me? Who the fuck are you? Don't tell me you didn't know you're waddling all over Tamashiro family territory right now. Tamashiro? Sorry, never heard of him. I usually try and keep my nose out of Yakuza business. Bullshit. It's clear as the damn Okinawa sky what you do for a living. I'm telling the truth. And even if I was a Yakuza, I'm not here looking for trouble. Now I suggest you leave us alone. I'm telling you, I'm not Yakuza. You're Yakuza, and you're not coming in here. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not Yakuza. Fuck you. You're not getting in here. You fucking asshole. I love how it's like Kiryu runs around just getting like accused of being Yakuza. And yeah, you know, we were one back in the day. I'm a dad now, bro. Also, or else. Wait, is that Rikia back there? Your little game of hide and seek's not gonna work on me, Ryudo asshole. He's just like... Ah, shit. I knew it! Not Yakuza my ass. If you weren't Yakuza, you wouldn't be spending your time with this Ryudo sap. You here to try and take the brat back? What brat? I don't got time for the 20 questions, bitch. Come on, boys, let's show them what we do to trespassers. Tamashiro family grunts. They've got the girl. Hey, that hurt, man. What are you, some kind of Yakuza? Let me punch you. That dude's face is green. Get cleaned up. Shit, this guy really eats his spinach, huh? Yeah, I'm a real Popeye, baby. You ready to talk now? Tell me about this brat you mentioned. You listening, punk? Open your mouth or I'll open it for you. Now, did you kidnap Saki or not, huh? Look, we didn't take nobody. Some bitch claiming to be the girl's mother brought her in. What could her mom possibly have to do with the Tamashiro? Duh, the tramp's sleeping with the boss. Probably doesn't realize she's just another notch on the bedpost for him. In other words, you have no reason to keep Saki. Give her back. Look, we don't have her in a cage or nothing. She and her mom could be anywhere. I think there's more to this than you're letting on. Maybe we should go pay your boss a little visit. Rikia, where's the Tamashiro office? You out of your mind, Aniki? We can't go in there with just the two of us? Your boy's right. They're gonna tear you limb from limb in there. But if you really want to die, I'll tell you. It's on the street behind the convenience store. You heard the man, Rikia. Come on. But Aniki... Remind me where it is. Just don't hit me anymore, man. It's behind the convenience store. You don't have to come, Ricky. I'm gonna affectionately call him Ricky instead. Looks like this is the place. I mean, yeah, but we're not really gonna walk in there by ourselves, are we? They'll pulverize us. What, you scared? Me? I'm not scared of a damn thing. I'd put my life on the line if you asked me to, Aniki. Wait, that's the sketchbook. This drawing is... Something wrong, Aniki? We're definitely on the right track, Ricky. Saki has to be here. I knew it. I want you to go and get Nakahara and tell him we found her. And bring him back with you. Okay. What about you, Aniki? Just go. I'll keep an eye on things here.
Nice.
Okay. Be back in a jiff. And then we're gonna go in on our own. And I'm gonna save the game. Oh, God. Hey, Pops, you got money, right? Share the wealth, man. I'm trying to save my game, pal. Boom. Oh wait, this can't be happening. I guess I should apologize. Here's a soft 3,000, buddy. A soft 3,000. Actually, let's go in the M store. Back in my day, I could read magazines.
いらっしゃいませ。
I missed that. Okay. Oh no. I have to go back to having, Careful you don't get mobbed by dogs when opening the bag. Oh no. We're back to having, limited stuff. Why would I want this? Cats go crazy for this, guaranteed. This is... You just know that you're going to be holding onto a bunch of items that will be useful for something. They'll be useful for something. I should probably go to the drugstore so I can actually get some of these. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get used to storing stuff in the goddamn phone booth again. It's kind of the funny part about jumping around between the games. Alright, I don't know what this suspension is for. I don't know what this brand cutter is for. Or the platinum nail. Maybe it... Do I just literally sell that? Is that going to be the platinum... the new platinum plate? Also, our equipment is in here as well, which is a bit of a bummer. I could store my worms in the item box, because I'm only using them for fishing purposes. So I'll do that. Where's the drugstore around this place? Cabaret Club Mahjong. Not the Mahjong. It's gonna be so far away. It's all the way down there. I should be fine. I hope that I'll be fine. We're gonna get first level in the art of balance. Makes it difficult to be knocked down in heat mode and the maximum limit of the heat gauge. Level up. Alright, I reckon we'll be fine. I will go to the drugstore and buy some healing items after this, though. Well, time to head in. I thought this was a random NPC just walking in off screen, but no. Oh, I'm sorry. Another one of Tamashiro's grunts, huh? Do I need to teach you a lesson too? Wait, please. Just look at me. Do I seem like a Yakuza to you? I'm a fidgety man. Okay, why did you bump into me, sir? You have a point, but you do look familiar. Anyway, if you're not with the Tamashiro, what are you doing walking into their office? Well, I have a deal to make with them. You know how it is. I mean, you're obviously Yakuza. Not anymore, I'm not. I'm just here to take care of some business. Oh. Well, I'm Kamiyama. What's your name? It's Kiryu. Kiryu-san. Why does it feel like I know that name? Anyway, I deal in certain choice items. They've been in high demand lately, if I do say so myself. Oh man, is this like the guy that was in that alleyway? Is this the guy that was in that alleyway in Kamurocho? Is that why we're going, I'm kind of familiar? It sounds like the Tamashiro are going to war soon, so they asked me to bring some of my stuff over. And let me guess, by stuff you mean weapons? You don't have to scream. The whole town's going to hear, but if you're going to go toe-to-toe with the Tamashiro, I might be able to lend a hand if you catch my drift. I thought they were one of your customers. Oh yeah, but they're one of those customers you wish you could get rid of, but can't because they pay your rent. Though if you started buying from me and wiped them out, I could finally be free from their clutches. Hold on a second, I never said a word about wiping anyone out. No need to be coy about it, I've been in this business for a long time. Ripped guys like you are the brawling type, it's obvious. You've probably been in more fights than I can count. Either way, wouldn't you rather have a weapon on you when you bust in there? Better that than going in empty-handed. I guess. Then it's settled. I know the perfect store that can get you just the fix you need. The perfect store, my weapon van. That's it there. Not much for appearances. Don't worry about that, just come with me. Whoa! Weapons is gonna... That'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. This is the only shop in town that sells the kind of underhanded stuff you're looking for. This guy here, he's an associate of mine. It's, quite a setup. This guy here, he's just chilling here in the back. Here he is. Pay him no mind. He's just gonna chill here real quick. It's quite a setup. Hey, don't knock no mobility. Anything that can help you get away from the fuzz is a positive in my book. Right. I take it this is your store then? Oh, heavens no. This one's all handled by my pal here. My own shop is up on the second floor of a building near the Ryudo office. That's where I sell gear and mod stuff too. Okay, so weapon shop near this Yakuza family's place, and then you're near the other Yakuza family's place. Near the Ryudo office, huh? I wish I could just give you everything you need to crush the Tamashiro, but remember, I'm running a business here. Let me see. Here, this should get your engine started. An extendable staff. This should come in handy. Thanks, Kamiyama. Oh, it's no problem at all. That's one of our most popular items. And remember that weapons will break as you use them. If that ever happens, bring it up to my shop and I'll fix it up for you in no time flat. Though don't expect me to work for free. Free or not, that's a pretty good deal. By the way, you guys have a lot of weapons I've never even seen before. It's incredible. Oh, have our wares caught your eye? I know a guy who can teach you how to use them if you want. A weapons expert, huh? Yes. I'll mention you to him. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to have a student as beefy as you. Oh, and just holler if you need anything else. I'll help you as much as I humanly can. After all, the Tamashiro will come for my legs, maybe more if you fail. Let's hope I don't fail then. Yeah, feel free to stop by my shop when you have the time. I will. Thanks, Kamiyama. Nice, so we'll also be able to get the typical training with weapons. The weapons dealer. What can I do? Show me what you've got. How much money I got? Give me a stun gun. And give me a army knife. And give me an iron breastplate. Anyone got any guns? Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Yeah, can I get that gun? You wanna give me that gun on the wall, please? Alright, weapons. 50 on the extendable staff. There's our iron breastplate. Alright, it's weapons time. So we got the full weapons tutorial before we marched on in. And if this was Kiwami 2, it would have autosaved. Alright, in we go.
Huh? 誰だお前? 流動一家のやつか?
サキはどこだ?
あのガキのことか。ガキなら親分の部屋だ。だが、お前はあのガキに会う前に死んじゃうけどね。
雑魚に用はねえ。通らせてもらうぜ。
大した自信だな。遠慮はいらねえ。ぶっ殺してやれや。
Classic. Enter the building and I've got to fight my way up to the top. Hey, I put on an iron breastplate. Any of you got any guns? Extendable staff. Whee! Ugh. Actually, I might grab this. Home run! Boom! Oh my god, what a move with the metal bat. You're not scared, are you, pal? You wouldn't happen to be scared of me, would you? You wouldn't happen to be scared now, would you? Throwing the bat is so funny. Items blocking your path will flash white to indicate they can be broken. Get through it the only way you know how, with your fists! Bare fist punching a locker. Let's go. Anyone want this ashtray? Anyone finished smoking? So nice of this guy to wait for me to pull out my staff. Oh my god, look at those moves, Kiryu-san. Woo! I see why that has so many uses, because it's weak as fuck. Nice heat action, though. Nice moves. And it's broken. I'll be taking this. Yeah. Oh no. Oh god. I've been sliced with a sword and killed. My quick action, no! Drop your sword, buddy. That's mine. I'll be taking that. I'll be taking that mass-produced blade. Nice, and the last one left for the heat action of slicing that man in 3 pieces. Perfect. Just how I prepared. The gas oven stovetop? Yes, please. Alright, who's coming up behind me this time? Oh, I didn't even get to... oh! There we go. Ooh. Nice moves, Kiryu-san. This guy... He's cowering in fear. Because I showed such excellent moves. Yakuza ain't a fucking problem when you've got a baseball bat in your hands. Bam! Give me your sword, pal. Out of here. Alright, where's this guy who's been scared this whole time? I'm glad I didn't even need to go to the drugstore. I just got more than enough in here. Hey, pal. What you got there? Little knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Ugh. Don't even need to finish you with it. Slice! 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 That really hurt my gut, pal. What are you scared? Get the fuck up. Get up. Anyone gonna jump out of one of these doors? Oh. Oh no, they've shut the door and they've locked it. They've locked it. Oh no, guys. I'm trapped in here with you. Or am I? You're trapped in here with me, asshole. You want to put a dangerous man in a room with a blade and lock yourselves in with him? Incredible. Stun gun. The stun gun as I pull it out is so good. Kick that man like a soccer ball. I want to use the stun gun heat action. Stun gun heat action. Get him! There we go. Standing there menacingly, trying to get that stun gun heat action happening. Whee! Take that. This is Kiryu-san you're messing with.
Saki.
流動一家の新入りか。一人で飛び込んでくるとはいい度胸だ。
俺は流動一家じゃない。その子を取り返しに来ただけだ。
何おかしなこと言ってんだ。このガキに用があるのは中原だけだろうが。
理由はどうでもいい。とにかくその子を返してもらうぜ。
ふざけんな！大事な取引の材料、そう簡単に奪われてたまるか。
取引だと。
そんなことも知らねえで来たのか。とんだお人よしだな。しかし、かわいそうな娘もいたもんだね。父親は目の前で首吊り、母ちゃんは男のために実の娘まで誘拐しちまうとは。こりゃ世も末だ。
ちょっとあんた何言ってんの。あんたこの前サキと一緒に3人で暮らそうって。
俺が本気でお前みたいな豊島の女相手にすると思ったのか。お前はもう用済みなんだよ、おばさん。
嘘でしょ。ねえ、嘘なんでしょ。何言ってんのよ。嘘だって言いなさいよ。
話せ話せ、この合わせが。うまく避けたじゃねえか。さあ、次はお前の番だ。お前をぶっ殺した後、その指全部中原に届けてやるぜ。
気乗りしねえな。
だと？
殴る価値がねえやつと喧嘩するのは好きじゃね
え。何一人で格好つけてんだ。
だがてめえみてえなやつをのさばらせておくのはもっと好きじゃねえ。
ああ？
来やがれこのゲド！
Now come get some, you crazy knife-licking asshole. Tetsuo Tamashiro, patriarch of the Tamashiro family. Get stun gunned, asshole. What was that? Alright. Bouncing them off the wall works really well. We are doing barely any damage to him though. He is tough. So maybe I should have saved my weapons for this guy. I can get him repaired, I guess. Hey, you don't have a weapon for me to borrow. He switched to Knuckles. Okay. Oh! God. It always comes up so quickly. I'm always button mashing whenever those things pop up, which is always just so funny. Nice. Have a seat. Alright, hold on a second, pal. I've just got to take a drink while I'm on the floor here. Delicious. The sound effect of his knuckles is so funny. Feel the heat! Oh, my heat was already up. All good. I didn't have to charge it. Bam! Come on. Please finish him. Oh, does that count? Oh my god. Why does it never finish him? Finish him! Bang! Get beat up, you disgusting prick.
なんでこんなやつが沖縄に。
大丈夫ですか兄貴。お嬢。
サキ。
中原の親父さんな、お前がいなくなってすごく心配していたんだ。お前がな、本当の母親のとこに行っちゃったんじゃないかと思ってすごく寂しがっていたんだ。お前は中原と母親どっちと一緒にいたいんだ。
何が娘よ、何が母親よ。バッカじゃないのあんたたち。
何？
私はね、 この子のせいで人生めちゃくちゃになったのよ。生まれた時からいっつも邪魔だった。
このアマ王将の前でなんてこと
うるさい、私に触らないで。そんなにその子が欲しいんならあんたにくれてやるわ。
くそ、なんてほやほやだ。実の子の目の前で。これじゃあサキがあんまりにも。
サキなら大丈夫だ。スケッチブックの中身見たことないだろう。
ああ、
見てみろ。
いつも見守ってくれてありがとう。
もう答えは出ていたんだ。サキはあんたの本当の娘なんだ。そうだろ、サキ。
サキサキありがとうな、ありがとうな、サキサキ。今回の一件、あんたには本当に世話になった。この中原茂に共同40年、あんたほどの男見たことがねえ。
やめてくれ。
いや、そうはいかねえ。俺はあんたとどうしても兄弟の杯を交わしたいと思ってる。
何？
失礼します。
何してるんだお前ら。
桐生の兄弟頼む。俺はあんたに惚れちまった。杯を交わしてくれ。
と言ってもな、俺はもう極道じゃねえんだ。
そんなことは関係ねえ。要は俺があんたに惚れたってことだけだ。それで十分。
勝手な話だな。
売借人もいねえが我慢してくれ。頼む。
売借人なら俺が引き受けますよ。
大悟。
サプライズナイス。
お久しぶりです、桐生さん。
どうして大悟がここに？
例の沖縄リゾート開発の土地買収の件で。
リゾートの土地買収だと？
ええ、実は今話題になっているリゾート開発に必要な土地の買収、沖縄の東上会傘下の組織が中心となって進めていたことなんです。
なんだと？まさかその東上会傘下の組織ってのが玉城組だってのか？
そうです。玉城組は東上会の下部5次団体にあたる組織です。その玉城組が東上会の本家の許可もなく勝手にリゾート開発の土地買収を進めていたんです。
どうして玉城組は土地の買収を？
例のリゾート開発計画の立案者である鈴木大臣が土地の買収を玉城組に依頼したというのが事の発端です。あのリゾートは一定の広さの土地を揃えることができないと動かない計画なんです。
だからあの土地が必要なのか。
はい。リゾートに必要な土地を確保するためにはどうしても現地に詳しい組織に任せる必要がありますからね。玉城組は格好の存在だったというわけです。
その話は分かった。だがどうして大悟が沖縄に来る必要があったんだ？
玉城組の土地買収のやり口は非常に強引なものでした。他人から土地の権利書を奪い取るようなことばかりしていましたからね。
じゃあうちの先をさらったのも俺の土地の権利書が目的だったのか？
おそらくそうでしょう。玉城は中原さんのお子さんを誘拐し、身代として土地権利書を取引するつもりだったのでしょう。
くそー、玉城の野郎、手の込んだ真似しやがって。
玉城組のような強引な土地買収を続ければ、いずれ大ごとになるのは明白です。リゾート開発にヤクザが絡んでるなんてスキャンダル、世間に知れたらリゾート開発はおろか基地拡大法案まで白紙に戻る可能性があります。それでタミヤさんは私のところに事態の収拾を依頼してきたんです。
そうなのか。
世間でささやかれている通り、基地拡大法案とリゾート開発計画はワンセットなんです。
それはどういうことで？
あの二つは持ちつ持たれつの関係なんですよ。どちらかが倒れたらうまくいかなくなる。リゾート開発がなくなれば基地拡大法案だけが残ってしまい、住民感情から法案が通る可能性がなくなります。だからある意味タミヤさんにとってリゾートは自分の基地拡大法案の生命線なんです。
なるほど。それでタミヤは自分の基地拡大法案にケチがつかないよう大悟に事態の収拾を依頼したってわけか。
ええ、そうです。私は今回の仲裁をこちらの東間君に頼まれ、タミヤさんと一緒に沖縄まで。
タミヤ防衛大臣の秘書をさせていただいています東間翔陽と申します。
ほう、その年で大臣先生の秘書さんとは立派なもんだな。
いえいえ、私はタミヤ先生のご指示に従っているだけの男です。
しかし土地の買収を止めてしまえばどのみちリゾート開発も進まなくなるんじゃないのか。結局タミヤの基地拡大法案は通らなくなってしまうだろう。
その件に関しては地域住民との話を詰めながら進める予定と聞いております。
どうしてそこまでして法案を通したいんだ？
基地拡大法案を通せばリゾート開発よりも大きな仕事を成し遂げたことになり、次期総理へ一気に近づくからです。
なるほどな。
東上会としても本来なら下部組織の仕事を奪うようなことはしたくないんですが、ひとたびスキャンダルになってしまった場合、後々警察にマークされてしまう可能性も高い。それだけは何としても避けたいと思い、仲裁の役目を引き受けたわけです。
そういうことだったのか。
でもまさか桐生さんの施設が買収対象だったとは、正直驚きましたよ。
まあしかしこれでどっちにしてもあの土地を手放さなくてよくなったんだからよ。よかったじゃねえか。
まあな。
しかし今回はこういう結末になりましたが、このままというわけにはいきません。いずれリゾート計画は私の手で必ず実現させます。
どういうことだ？あんたはタミヤの秘書だろ。リゾートよりも基地拡大が重要なんじゃないのか？
私は沖縄出身です。この辺境の地はこのままなら必ず廃れていってしまう。リゾート開発計画のように直接沖縄に金が落ちる仕組みを作らなければ、この島はいつまでたっても発展していかない。私はタミヤ大臣の秘書ですが、基地よりもむしろリゾートの方が沖縄には必要だと思っています。
東間さんしたっけか、あんた。
はい。
あんた沖縄の人間なら分かってんだろう。別に沖縄の人間がそんなこと望んじゃいねえってことくらいよ。俺も最初は沖縄に金が欲しいならいいと思った。けどな、やっぱりそうじゃねえ。大事なのは俺ら沖縄の人間が愛せるままの沖縄ってことなんじゃねえのか？
一度東京に行けば分かりますよ。 いかに沖縄が日本にとって必要のない小さな島なのかってことが。私は何としても沖縄を豊かにしたい。そのためなら多少の犠牲は必要だと思っています。
その犠牲が俺らの土地ってわけか。
ええ。沖縄には海や砂浜は腐るほどあります。多少リゾートのために切り取ったところで問題はないはずだ。
目的のためなら一人二人の犠牲は構わねえんだなんて、いかにも政治家さんの発想だと思うんだけどね。でもよ、そんな土地に命張って生きてる人間もいるんだぜ。
とにかく今回の一件、これで幕引きとさせてください。失礼しよう、トーマくん。
はい。
大悟。
はい。
もしまた登場会がここの買収に来るようなら、その時は一言言ってから来てくれ。俺にも守らなきゃならないものがあるからな。
分かっています。ですがご安心ください。俺が6代目のうちは沖縄には手出しませんよ。
本当だな。
ええ。俺は嫌ってほど桐生さんの怖さ知ってます。敵に回したら登場会が潰れちまう。トーマくんの夢は彼が総理大臣になった時にでもやってもらいましょう。な、トーマくん。その頃はもう桐生さんもいい年になって、今面倒見てる子供さんたちも今の俺くらいの年にはなってますよ。それならいいでしょう。
俺は結構しぶといぜ。
そうでした。じゃあ今度はプライベートで4代目。
ああ。
よ兄弟。
ん？なんだ？
あんたもしかして登場会の4代目ってわけじゃねえよな。
それがどうした？
嘘だろ？ 4 代目っつったらよ、こっちの人間でも知ってるぜ。確か堂島のりってあんたひょっとして桐生？
まあ今度から喧嘩を売るときはちゃんと相手のことを調べてからにするんだな、兄弟。
なんかとんでもねえやつと杯交わしちまったぜ。
まあそんなこともあるさ。
That was so good. I really, really like this game. I love that it's, I like that there's obviously the Yakuza presence. I just love how different this feels. It's so good. That was a really, really good scene. Toma-kun's not gonna lay down and take that one, I think. He's like, yeah, we'll just wait until he's Prime Minister. And he's sat there being like, don't disrespect me. He's obviously gonna try and, like, speed things along in his position. He didn't like that at all. Daigo's like, don't worry, you'll be old and your kids will be grown. Flash forward to 2009. Hey, you know that guy that you thought was dead? He's back. He's got a guy with him. He's going to shoot me. He's going to shoot Nakahara as well. And we're just waiting to get to that point. That's wild. So we're seeing the political background of how these things are connected versus how they're being presented to the public. Very clear that this youthful, aspirational political guy chilling in the back is going to be pretty integral to probably speeding up some things instead of, he'll realize this dream when he becomes prime minister in the next 20 or so years. So that's not going to happen. the realization of the legend of the Dragon of Dojima is really funny as well. Other than Nakahara's like, look at me trying to like force the Dragon of Dojima to become my sworn brother. We have a new Kyodai. Sorry, Nishiki. Nakahara is my sworn brother now. I love that he has the drink and he's like, yeah. This shit has a sting to it. Very, very enjoyable scene. So I assume, well, I don't assume, we're now at the end of chapter 3. Will this now be the jump to the events of 2009? I could see this being the jump now that we've kind of established some friendships and relationships and seen like even the Daigo scene being like, as long as I'm chairman, nobody's going to come for this place. Flash forward to 2009. Hey, we got a new chairman, actually. That guy, he died on his way back to his home planet. Chapter 4, The Man in the Sketch. I'm locked in. That's crazy. All right, there we go. I'm like, this does feel like the perfect time to jump us back to the beginning of the game in terms of timeline. Because this kind of gives us enough background information, character relationships, to then throw us into this instead of having like more padding. So that feels very well paced to give us just a little bit of background. Now, the thing that I'm going to laugh about immediately is obviously we're now in like a time jump. We're now in 1 year later in March of 2009. That cabaret club, man, they haven't seen me in a while. I always think about shit like that, you know? Where it's like, imagine if I picked up that sub-story, right? Of needing to go and find that dude's treasure and then just like didn't do it. And then it goes 1 year later. I'm like, hey man, you still need that treasure. You still got that debt to pay off. That's funny. I wonder if that means that the sub-story would fail, or if I hadn't picked up the sub-story, it would simply disappear. That's something I'm a bit curious about with the timeline moving. But that's very funny. Like, I'm gonna walk back into the cabaret club, and they're like, "Dude, it's been 1 year. Where have you been?" Okay, so to catch ourselves back up, at this point in 2009, we've witnessed Kazuma-san return, shoot Daigo, and also apparently before that, they obtained the deed and shot Nakahara. They came here, then went to do Tojo clan business. I think that's where we're currently at. And Saki has sketched Kazuma-san's face.
Hi.
桐生、俺だ。柏木だ。
柏木さん、すいません。ちょっと今、病院なんです。後でかけ直してもいいですか？
桐生、六代目が撃たれた。
何？大悟が？どういうことなんですか
？1時間くらい前に本部の会長室で撃たれた。詳しいことはまだわからん。だがどうも本部にいたやつの話によると、六代目を撃った男は風間の親父そっくりだったらしい。
え？風間の親さんに？
ああ、そうらしいんだ。とにかく状況が分かり次第連絡する。それじゃあ。
どうしたんですか、兄貴。
どうやら東京でも登場界の6代目が撃たれたらしい。
それって1年前兄貴とうちの親父が杯交わした時売借人してくれた
おそらく大悟を撃ったのも
その絵の男なんですか？
ああ、そうらしいんだ。
So he's apparently the spitting image, Kashiwagi says. He's wearing a Kazuma suit. He's wearing a skin suit. How are they gonna trick me? Is he back, or is it someone impersonating him? This is actually the Shinwon Mafia coming back for their backup plan, where they said, that guy that was there all those years ago, we took a photo of him, and then we made a cast mold of his face, and then we are all now wearing that. So any one of us could be Kazuma-san. It's actually, Kazuma-san is the final secret Korean guy. And he's come for Okinawa. We'll see how they develop that one. But like I was saying at the start of this episode, I know that it was going to escalate. And I know that it was going to start, like, you know, diving us back into some sort of crazy stuff. But I'm glad that it's, like, taken its time. And it's, like I said, reset us a little bit before it starts ramping up to whatever this plot line is going to be. And how it's going to factor into, you know, our peaceful little orphanage life. But Doc, how's the boss? We've done all we can to stabilize his condition. The next week or so will be critical. Is he going to make it? It's hard to say with absolute certainty. He was shot 3 times at point-blank range, after all. Luckily, the bullets all appear to have narrowly missed his vital organs. That is certainly something to be thankful for. What are the odds he'll pull through, Doc? You gotta tell me. At the moment, I'd say around 50-50. Oh. But remember, he managed to call an ambulance entirely on his own despite having been shot multiple times. I don't think he's ready to leave you all just yet. And we'll do everything we can to make sure he doesn't. Thank you so much, Doc. Okay, so he was shot 3 times, and then this has pretty much just happened. They've rushed to the hospital, and then Daigo was also shot an hour ago as well. So if it was... They move quick, dude. They move quick.
Kodomo-tachi wa?
全員寝たみたい。
Uncle Kaz? What's up, Haruka? Are you gonna go back to Kamurocho? I don't know if I am. Huh? Why not? I have a life here now. Responsibilities. I don't have time to go running off to Tokyo at the drop of a hat. But if you don't, we're gonna lose the orphanage, right? It's hard to say. Though one thing's for sure, whoever shot Nakahara was after the deed for our land. Aniki. Rikia, a little late for a house call, don't you think? Sorry, but I've got a favor to ask. What is it? Well, I want to go to Kamurocho with you. Huh? I know you're going to try and get the deed back, Aniki. Which means fighting the guy who shot the boss. Please, you've got to take me with you. Rikia. Oh, and Mikio can stick around the hospital while we're gone. He's on board if it means us getting payback for what that asshole did to the boss. And Saki, what happens to her? Look, I'm glad you want revenge for your boss, but who's going to be there to look after Saki if you're not around? Well, I could do it. Huh? Saki-chan can stay with us at the orphanage. It's not going to be easy, you know. I know, but she's probably been really lonely with her dad in the hospital and everything. Maybe it'll be good for her to spend some time with other kids for once. Haruka-chan. I'm sure the others would love to have a new friend to play with too. But please, Uncle Kaz, I've trusted you all these years. This time I need you to trust me. We'll take good care of her. Really. Haruka. Now who's going to take care of you guys?
Aniki, 俺は絶対に兄貴の邪魔になるようなことはしません。だから俺を連れて行ってください。
わかった。
兄貴。 りがとうございます。
明日の夜沖縄を立とう。今日は事務所に戻って支度でもしてこい。
はい。
はるか。力也のことも頼んだ。
え？
あいつはここに置いていく。今のカムロ町は危険すぎる。あいつを連れて行くわけにはいかない。
おじさん。
Rukia can look after the kids because we need someone to supervise them. Go pack your things. I'm going to go now. The Fighting Viper must remain. I really loved that piece of music that was playing in that specific moment too. That was lovely. I'm getting kind of chilly. Let's go in, Uncle Kaz. I actually think I'm going to stay out here a little longer. Oh, okay. See you inside. Don't forget to wipe your feet off before you go in. I've got some fishing to do quickly before I go in. Wow. Big episode and a big finish to Chapter 3 as we go into Chapter 4, The Man in the Sketch. I'm going to Kamurocho tomorrow. I should head home and get to sleep when I'm ready. And that is going to be where we bring this episode of Yakuza 3 to a close. Thank you so much for your patience waiting for this next episode to drop, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was a great episode, some really good fights and character introductions. Tojo Clan just being like, yeah, Tamashiro family seem good to partner ourselves with. They can do the work. Hey, you had a good, kind-hearted looking Yakuza family right here that I've attached myself to. I love Rukia. He's so great. I like the this element of there being a Yakuza family, but they seem a little more like connected with Okinawa and protecting that instead of like, we're coming for your deed and we're kidnapping your people and we're gonna blackmail you and shit like that. They at least seem to be, while it's, it's all at the end of the day, it's the Yakuza, they seem to have more decent intentions of like the attachment to their land and where they live. And the Tojo clan not doing a great job at who they're partnering themselves with in the background. But we will see how that continues to develop. But this was a really great episode with Chapter 3. I'm very, very interested in what we're going to do heading back to Kamurocho. I knew that we would go back. I knew that we would go back eventually. Because, of course, you've got to go back. And then I guess maybe I'll be able to travel between the two locations to do sub-stories and side content and all of that. But I'm excited to continue. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Yakuza 3. And I will see you next time.